Hello everybody, it's Laura here from Greystone Landscapes. Today I'm going to be speaking about another indoor plant that we have. One of our favorites, and I'm probably going to say this about every single plant that I speak to you about because I love them all. Today we are going to be speaking about this bad boy behind me. This is the mini Swiss cheese plant, the monkey plant, or the Monstera addisonii. Now please bear with if I've completely messed up the pronunciation of that. I've tried numerous times to pronounce it, but I think I'm still might be messing it up, but at least I tried. This plant is a great starter plant for any newbie to indoor plants, and it is a beautiful plant at that. This plant does really well in indirect sunlight in a relatively well-lit place like most plants, but if you're in an office that is a bit darker or a bit of a darker spot in your house, this plant will be okay as long as there is some kind of light coming into it. Like most plants, do not overwater this plant. The best way to tell is to stick your finger in 2 inches. If those first 2 inches are still damp, still moist, do not water it. If you're finding after the first inch going into the second, it's still quite dry, well, it's dry and the soil is dry, water it. You are more than likely going to kill off a plant by overwatering it than you are by underwatering it. So remember that, take it with you if you are new to indoor plant parenting, because most plants and most issues with plants come from overwatering. This plant is great for air purifying like most plants, and one of the reasons why we have so many indoor plants is it just removes loads of toxins and puts out really great quality oxygen. Throughout our channel we are going to be sharing more plant videos, especially our indoor plants, because living in the UK, that is definitely something that we really love, is our indoor plants, purely for the fact is it's quite cold a lot of the time of the year, and then so plants go a little dormant in the winter, still growing. Like, I know it's not winter now, but our plants are still, this one I'm looking at is busy pushing out a leaf, the one we've just spoken about. You can see the leaf is starting to push up over there. So plants are still growing, but they really just bring about a beautiful, if we didn't have all these house plants, our house would look completely bare. And so that's what I like, is a sort of like a natural home decor item, and an underrated one, I think, at that. Highly recommended you keep this plant up. It's very easy to pull over, especially if it's got long leaves. So if you have children, animals, cats, dogs, whatever it is, if they get hold of it and pull it down, you have the potential to pull down the pot with it, therefore causing danger, breaking glass, all that kind of stuff. Also, if ingested, it can be mildly toxic, probably cause a bit of an upset stomach. So like most plants, unless they are of quite sizey value, we've got a rubber plant here that is big, so our animals just don't mess with it. I would recommend keeping most plants above, you can see one in the corner there, above. So I thought I would bring him down a bit closer so you can have a better look at his leaves. How gorgeous. So they say the leaves are kind of like skeletons, so like skeletons of leaves, and they call them like spooky plants. So you can see that, I'm going to try and make it stay focused. You can see that these leaves are like little skeletons. It's not like a full leaf. It's quite unique, and every single plant is completely different. So a beautiful plant, a really great household piece, something that you can look at. You can also make them grow up. So in and around, you get those like sticks that you put in, and we could definitely tie it around, which I think is something that we need to do when we size up this pot, which we will probably do in the springtime. Natural to have dying leaves at the bottom, is just part of the plant's natural growth, and leaves that die throughout. I wouldn't worry too much if you find that most of your plant is healthy but you find not a few leaves dying. That's quite normal. Overall, like I said, really great plant, makes a beautiful piece, and is definitely something, if you are a beginner to houseplants, to look into, because he will probably be happy in a dining room, kitchen, and more than likely a bathroom, as long as it's not too much dampness that comes out of there. Follow along if you would like to see some more plant videos, some more projects that we get up to, and just our journey starting up our landscaping business. We are super grateful for all the continued support, and we will see you in another video. Bye.